Today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Bobby Hajjas. He is the chairman of Nationalist Democratic Movement. Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
So, how are you?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing really fine. So, sir, we are here to talk about India and Bangladesh relation today. So, I hope we will have a beautiful discussion regarding this session.
Sure, yes.
Sure. So we have been passing a critical phase. We have an interim government right now. So how do you think Bangladesh can be proactive to counter the propaganda that is being spreaded over in the social media and satellite media by the Indian media?
First and foremost, people in Bangladesh are not really influenced by these rumors. They are aggrieved by these disinformation and misinformation campaigns. India, over the last 10 years at least, if not more, has been very adept at running disinformation and misinformation campaigns. There are proper statistics that a large chunk of anti-Muslim disinformation campaigns are run out of India and Israel and whatnot, but India is one of the bastions of that. So it's not surprising that when Hasina was ousted and India-Bangladesh relations changed, these sorts of things would come out of India. So they did, and they started, and they're still going on. The problem from our end is that our global information mechanism or global information dissemination mechanism that Bangladesh has is not very strong. We're not very strong on social media. We're not very strong international language media. We don't do English, French, German, or any other. We're not focused on international language media. So when BBC is doing news or looking for news, when CNN is looking for news or Al Jazeera is looking for news, it's easy to grab onto some tweets or something that some Indian specialist or Indian journalist has tweeted, or news that has has been circulated through the Indian media. And a large chunk of the Indian media now is Godi media. So from our side, and I have personally had these conversations with the interim government, including the Honorable Chief Advisor, and I think many others have, that we need to strengthen our space in global media. We need to start officially fighting these disinformation campaigns. We need to reach out to global media, outlets and provide fact checks. Like you said, your channel is fact check. So provide these proper fact checks on all of the things that Godi media is disseminating globally, and also maybe take the support of NRB Bangladeshis. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of NRB Bangladeshis who who are well versed in international languages, and they are on social media. So we can use their support to push the truth as our narrative globally.
So we have been experiencing a significant limitation by the Bangladeshi media, that Bangladesh media is not very much familiar with the English news coverage or English media coverage, or any other languages, international languages are lacking in Bangladeshi media coverages. So how do you think this limitation can be solved?
Well, not much. The Bangladeshi media really can't do much, because the media is really, media works with market dynamics. So, you have a television channel or you have a newspaper, you're looking for readership. And most, audiences, viewers or readers are comfortable in Bengali. So local media is not going to be very influential in international media. But what I did suggest to the government, and what we aim to do further, is increase from the government's end our capacity to respond to these disinformation campaigns. So, Al Jazeera does, when Indian media goes around spreading rumors or disinformation about Bangladesh that minorities are being slaughtered, Al Jazeera has an interest in Bangladesh. CNN, BBC, Times of New York, whatever, all of them, they have interest in Bangladesh. At that point in time, they do seek counter narratives from Bangladesh. It's just that from Bangladesh, we can't provide it to them. So we need the government to be more vigilant in providing these counter narratives to the global media. If they can do that, and also the social media sphere, where, as I said already, use the support of our NRBs, then I think in a large measure we can counter the misinformation and disinformation campaigns that are running out of India.
So there are some influential people who are spreading this misinformation in a vast majority of principle. I should say I can name someone like Nichu Mojumdar. He is doing a tremendous misinformation. He is spreading a lot, and he is placing false information regarding Bangladesh to the Indian media. And we think this is a risk for Bangladesh's security. What do you think? Do you think this way?
But first and foremost, the disinformation is really based out of Indian media houses. That's what we need to counter. The name you just named, these are silly, unimportant, irrelevant people. They have no value anywhere. Indian media houses or Godi media houses, they need to put a name or a face to their narrative. If you didn't have this particular character, they'd pick somebody else. They'd pick some Kuddu, some Lablu, some Kodlu. It doesn't matter. So the person you just named has no relevance anywhere in the world. These are irrelevant people. It doesn't matter. We have to focus on countering the disinformation. So, people who have fled, people who were part of Hasina's regime, like Arafat or somebody else, these people, they're irrelevant now. They are worthless. So we shouldn't waste our time thinking about them, talking about them. Obviously, they should be put behind bars. So if ever they have the temerity to come back to Bangladesh, they'll have to face the full force of the legal system. But apart from that, they are not our concern. Our concern is how to counter this disinformation.
So now we have been in a very beautiful session with Mr. Bobby Hajjaj. So thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks to our honorable guest. And stay tuned with 10 Minutes Fact Check.